Mr. Boney. Guys, this is an Atlantic Bonito. And today we are going to take our Atlantic Bonito and we are going to make some strips. Now, I'm not a pro at this. I've done it a few times and we actually started catching fish. Trolling Bonito strips instead of ballyhoo. I'm actually starting to prefer it over ballyhoo a lot more. And I'll explain that in this video and we'll show you a couple of things, what we've learned about cutting and storing Bonito strips. But guys, let's get to the video and let's cut this bad boy up. Let's get them ready for use to catch a monster. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna sharpen our knife because cutting Bonito strips requires a sharp knife if you really want to do it correctly. So, got to make sure we have a good knife sharpener, a good stone. Make sure we're keeping the same angle as we're going both sides, and you should start feeling it getting smoother and smoother. Oh yeah, we're good to go. We're ready. Got a nice sharp knife. Woo! Don't throw the knife, Dave. Okay, guys, now the Atlantic Bonito. I've got a bunch of them here. We're gonna show you one or two and just get rolling so that we can, hey buddy, blackfin tuna, you got sharp. Go do it, I got plenty of time here. My son's being responsible, doing homework before fishing. That's my boy right there. All right, because if we gotta play, if we wanna play, we gotta pay. And that means getting it done. All right, guys, make a nice, strong, flat cut right here, and then we will make our incision, make our lines on the meat. Okay, we'll flip them over, we'll do the same. We'll just make our lines first. Nice flat cut. You don't have to get crazy. We're not trying to get every little ounce of meat like we would with a meat fish. We're not interested in all the meat per se. Okay, but we're just trying to cut our fillet, and then pretty simple. We get our fillet. We just take it right off like that. If we're gonna salvage one side, guys, make sure you get the silver side on the bottom, because this silver side is the shiniest one, which mimics a bait fish. The top side's good too, but I make sure that if I'm gonna, okay, that one turned out really, really nice, okay? So now we've got our two fillets. Fish is gonna go in the canal, so we pop its eyes, and the reason we do that is because we don't want the eyes to blow up with gas and give us floating fish, tick off all the neighbors. We don't want that. I'm gonna actually use a longer knife, because the next step, okay, now, next thing, we gotta get the meat off. You wanna leave a little bit of meat on, but all this meat here is absolutely no value for a Bonito strip. So you leave a little bit of meat on, but you don't need a whole lot. In fact, that's still too much on most of this fillet. That's looking pretty good. Most of that fillet is looking pretty good, but still got some meat going that we got to get off. we can actually run the knife back over the meat, and it'll take some of this extra stuff off here. And that is all chum right there, boys. Got a few bones going here. All right, now this is looking pretty good. You can see there's a little bit of meat. I don't know, there's like a family of birds here making a lot of noise. All right, guys, there's a little bit of meat left on that fillet, but not a whole lot. It's very, very thin. This is looking good. So now, one thing that I've learned is the back of the fillet is actually the head of the strip. And so what you want to do is you want to cut teardrop shape cuts in your fillet. So we're going to cut right around that direction right there, and this will be about the size of a ballyhoo. And then the face of the bait, or the head of the bait, will be here. So we'll nose that one off, and when we cut it, we want to make sure that there's a bevel to our fillet. So let's try this for the first time here. Let's make sure our knife is good and sharp. Okay. So I'm cutting at an angle like that. Sorry about the airplane. And I'll cut at an angle like this. Okay. Okay. This was the head of the bait. So we will take a little bit of the skin off there and cut it like that. And that, guys, is a beautiful, beautiful bonito strip. See this nice shiny silver side here? You basically put your poke your needle of your hook on the eye of the hook right here through a hole, and then you puncture the hook right here, and then this thing just flaps in the background, makes a nice strip that looks just like a ballyhoo or a flying fish, and that's what you put behind a skirt, behind one of your islander lures or a sea witch or something like that, and wahoo, go crazy. All right, strip number one is done, and then we'll see how many strips we can make out of this particular piece. So let's see. Okay, strip number two, he might be a little small. But yeah, I think I'd want him a little bit bigger than that. So we're gonna try to do a little bit better than that. Okay, that's a good one here. I just gotta Trim this little piece off there. Perfect. Nice strip. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All right, guys, so I got about 4 strips out of that one fillet. That was a small bonita, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of how that works. So I'll get 8 strips out of this fish total. All right, we got all 5 bonita filleted, meat cut off, stripped down. We've got these nice teardrop shaped fillets. Like I said, I'm kind of new at this. Like, some of them might have a little bit of too much meat shaved off, but the shape is nice on them. We got the nice teardrop shape, and if you turn them around, you can see that nice, bright, shiny, that's what's gonna mimic our bait fish as we're trolling through the water. So next step, guys, well, we gotta store them. And one of the things that you do is you take some salt and you lightly salt the meat on each of the fillets. And when you do that, it's supposed to harden the meat when you put it in the freezer. It makes it really stick on that hook nicely and last longer while you're trolling. You get a lot more out of your fillets when you salt the meat before storage. And so we're just gonna put a light dousing of salt on each of the fillets. Now, I saw a trick that I kind of liked. And so you take your fillets and you take this is just a garbage bag. And what you can do is put it in your garbage bag, roll it. Actually, I don't like that. It doesn't feel right. Try that. Okay, roll it, put another one, roll it again, get another one, roll it again, another one, roll it again. Okay, that way we're keeping these strips nice and flat. Okay, and I think that will be the last one for here. Actually, probably fit one more. Okay, now these are all rolled up. Then we just simply put this in a Ziploc bag. Okay, squeeze the air out. Sorry guys, I'm trying to film with my phone in my hand while I'm doing this. Squeeze the air out. All right, now we've got our wahoo bait, our strips for trolling right there, guys. So what we can do is we go trolling, put this in the freezer. We'll probably make 3 bags like this. This will be good for 1 trip. I can't see us needing more strips than that. I put about a dozen of them in there, and that's a fantastic way to store your strips in a way that's cost effective. You can do the whole vacuum seal thing. We've got one of those too that works, but I'm gonna try this and see how it works. Guys, hope you liked the video. Stripping bonita. you know, it's one of those things where you can save a lot of money. If you catch them bonita, you save them, you strip them, you use them, and you can catch big fish like tuna and wahoo, mahi, and all those things. So guys, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna go out on plenty more fishing adventures, so we hope that you would join us. And if you want to, hit the bell for notifications, because every time we go on an adventure, post a video, you'll get notified. You won't miss any of the watch your lip action. So guys, God bless, take care, stay safe, watch your lip, Mr. Bonita. Now you're gonna get stripped.